Now, how do we save ourselves from these dangerous microorganisms around us? That is where we come to the topic vaccination. You are familiar with the word vaccination or immunization. What are these vaccines? As soon as a baby is born, during the infancy stages itself, they are given vaccines. What are vaccines? Vaccines are given in the form of injections or drugs. What is actually happening during vaccination? A weak or a dead microbe is introduced into your body, and as a result, your body starts preparing itself to fight against that disease. And once the body becomes strong enough, the body learns how to fight against that particular organism. And as a result, even if the new organism or even if that organism enters the body again, the body remembers how to fight against it and fights against it with full force. That is what a vaccination does to you. There are different types of vaccines nowadays. Polio vaccines are there, influenza vaccine, rabies vaccine, corona vaccine is yet to come. We are all waiting for that corona vaccine now. So what is a vaccine? It's a biological preparation or a medical preparation, you can say, that provides active acquired immunity to a disease. Your body learns how to fight against a microorganism. When a microorganism really enters into your body becomes strong enough or equipped enough to fight against that disease. That is a function of the vaccine. They are made usually for viral diseases because viral diseases cannot be treated by antibiotics. I'll come to that next. So just let me tell you that vaccinations are usually made for viral diseases, and examples of vaccines are polio vaccine, that is called the Salk vaccine, influenza vaccine, rabies vaccine. Many other vaccines are there which you all might have been given starting from your childhood days. Now we go over to antibiotics. What are antibiotics? Antibiotics. Anti means against. Biotic means some living organisms. Antibiotics are some organism things or some chemicals that are working against the living organisms. Which living organisms are they working against? Against the living organisms that can cause diseases. So antibiotic is an inorganic or an organic compound that inhibits means stops and kills the microorganisms. They usually target bacteria. The most of the bacterial diseases are treated with antibiotics. Now regarding this, let me tell you one more important point. Antibiotics are ineffective or not effective against viral diseases. Why? As I told you, viruses do not have any living machinery of their own. They don't have their own life processes. They can be considered to be living only when they enter into another living body. So because of these characteristics of the viruses, antibiotics are not at all effective against a virus, and antibiotics are given only to kill the bacterial organisms. So is that clear? Antibiotics are compounds that kills the microorganisms, usually the bacteria. Most of the bacterial diseases are treated with antibiotics. Now we come to a very commonly used word in this chapter, that is a pathogen. What is a pathogen? Pathogen is an organism that causes disease. In this context, pathogens are mostly microorganisms, that is either it might be a bacteria or a protozoa or viruses. Why are they called pathogenic? Because they can cause diseases. So pathogens means they stand for microorganisms that cause diseases. And what are carriers? Carrier means a person or an organism infected with an infectious disease agent but displays no symptoms of it. They can spread the infection because they already have the pathogen in their bodies. Now again, with the present context, let me explain. A person having coronavirus inside his body, that means he is infected with the corona disease, but he might not be displaying any symptoms. He might not be showing any visible outer symptoms, but then he can spread the infection because he is carrying the pathogen in his body. So that is why we are maintaining social distancing now. That is why we are telling ourselves, or we tell everyone to stay at home, we take care. So all these things, children, remember. Why? Because a person who is infected by corona can become a carrier of corona. Even though he might not be showing any symptom, but he can naturally spread the infection to the another healthy person with whom he is coming in contact.